David here with Btekt, and I've got a couple of very handy budget devices here with me today. I've got the Honor 8X and the Honor 20 Lite. Coming in at £200 for the Honor 8X, it has seen a bit of a price drop recently, and you can pick up the Honor 20 Lite for about £250. So how does it compare to the very latest from Honor? Before we get going, a big thank you to Direct Mobiles. They have over 24 years of award-winning customer service, and it's a great place to look if you need a good deal on your next phone. Check down in the video description below for a link, or search directmobiles.co.uk. So when I reviewed the Honor 8X, I have to say I was pleasantly surprised with how good it performed, and not just as a phone but also as a camera. Okay, it wasn't setting the world alight, but for a budget phone it was okay. Maybe a little bit aggressive with saturations at times, but it has a good zoom performance, and the different shooting modes actually make it quite a fun camera to use. But for £50 more now, you can pick up the very latest budget from Honor, the 20 Lite. It has to be said, both devices look great. The Honor 8X here in red especially looks nice, I think. More flavours available with the 8X. It comes in 3 colours, and the 20 Lite comes in just 2 colours, midnight black and this peacock blue. They both have the signature Honor light bending pattern across the back, and in the hand the Honor 8X does feel a bit better build quality wise. The 20 Lite is more ergonomic with its curvy back, but the thicker frame that you get with the Honor 8X and the glass back compared to the plastic back on the Honor 20 Lite just makes it feel more well built. The 8X is quite a bit bigger than the 20 Lite. They're both using Full HD Plus IPS LCD screens, both with 1080 by 2340 resolution. We get a 6.5-inch display with the Honor 8X, perhaps making it a little bit more suited to gaming. They both run the Kirin 710 processor and both support GPU Turbo 2.0 for smooth performance in long gaming sessions. You get twice the amount of internal storage with the Honor 20 Lite. That's 128GB plus you get the expandable storage up to 512GB, which is a little bit higher than what we see on the 8X. That device comes typically with 64GB of internal storage and up to 400GB upgradable via the microSD card, which still isn't bad. Both devices support dual SIMs or 1 SIM and 1 expansion card. The Honor 8X also has a bigger battery, 3750 mAh versus 3400 mAh. The newer 20 Lite will come with Android 9 or EMUI 9 straight out of the box. The 8X doesn't, however. It comes pre-installed with EMUI 8, although Huawei since March have been rolling out EMUI 9 updates to this device. And they still are. The rollout should be complete by June. The older device does hold up pretty well, but where it does fall behind is in the camera system. It's a 20 megapixel main sensor on the Honor 8X with an f1.8 lens and a 2 megapixel depth sensing camera for portrait shots. This is compared to the 24 megapixel main sensor on the Honor 20 Lite, and it has an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens and a 2 megapixel depth sensor for those portraits. So a bit more versatility with that ultra wide angle lens. It does show a little bit more distortion, but it is still a lot of fun to use. Both of these phones are capable of zooming up to 6 times, and they do keep a relatively good image as long as you've got good light. But it's not just the versatility where the Honor 20 Lite wins out. Its colour correction looks far more natural, making much better, more subtle adjustments to the image. It can get pretty bad on the 8X. It actually does make me want to switch it off sometimes. But when you do that, you lose the benefit, so there's no HDR or portrait shots, and you can't use your zoom whilst using AI with the Honor 8X. Although you can zoom whilst using AI with the Honor 20 Lite. For the video, both shoot 1080p 60 frames per second, and as long as you're nice and steady with the camera and take it smooth, then you get some very nice looking shots. But as soon as you start moving, then things take a turn for the worse. There's no image stabilization of any kind on either of these phones. So if you like to shoot video, then I recommend getting yourself a tripod or even a gimbal. You can pick up phone gimbals for around about £100 now. I think it's pretty clear to see how far we've come since the Honor 8X was released 7 months ago, which, as I said before, is a long time in the smartphone game. Being someone who loves photography, it is a little hard for me to recommend the Honor 8X over the Honor 20 Lite, but you are saving £50 if you go for the X, and in some cases I guess you could say it does perform better. It does have theoretically a longer battery life, and it has a better build quality. It is a big device, so if you like a big phone you might want to save the money. But there is a significant jump in the quality of the camera in the 20 Lite, so photographers might want to spend the extra. The truth is that one of my favourite budget phones from last year was the Honor 8X, and now Honor have the 20 Lite, which is actually very well equipped for the price. The only thing is I wish it had a slightly better build quality and USB Type-C connectivity. They both run micro USBs, but other than that, these are good phones. It's nice to have the ultra wide angle camera, especially on such a low price device, and for me, that probably swings it. But if you'd rather save the cash, then check out my full Honor 8X review. I'll leave a link in the description or click the tab above. And that's it from me. If you enjoyed this video, then hit the subscribe button, double tap notifications and smash the like button. Plenty more tech reviews and comparisons on the way. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram or Twitter, it's at Btekt, or you can add me on Snapchat at david.btekt. Thanks for watching, my name's David and this is Btekt.